Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I have 6 Dollar Tree plunger DIYs. So for all the DIYs I'm going to use the rubber bit of the plunger. I'm just going to paint it all over with the Waverly chalk paint in the colour white, and I'm just going to do 2 coats of that. I bought the plungers for the wooden handle and I wasn't going to buy the rubber part, so I bought them anyway, and I've only ever seen like 2 videos of people DIYing this part of the plunger. They always use the handle. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them, but I'd suddenly got all these ideas. I got this rope from Dollar Tree and I'm just going to hot glue it and wrap it around the plunger. And just keep hot gluing, pulling the rope tightly and wrapping it close to the other rope that you already glued down. I'd already made this other one, which I started wrapping from the bottom, the opposite way from the one that I just showed you, and I didn't paint it and it didn't turn out as well, so I would start off at the small end and work your way down. And I just got a succulent from Walmart and I'm just going to hot glue that on the top, and I think this turned out really cute. Let me know what you think in the comment. Using the plunger I already made in the last video, I'm just going to take one of these Dominoes from Dollar Tree and I'm going to hot glue the plunger to that so that has like a wee stand. And then I'm going to take some of these rocks, I'm just going to put them inside, fill it up, and then I'm going to put a succulent in it. I'll save this plunger from the bin because it didn't turn out how I wanted it to, but since I decided to use it like this, I think it turned out really good. I'm just going to use the outside of one of these wee drawers from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to stain it with the Waverly Antique Wax, and then I'm going to paint the plunger with some black acrylic paint, and I will give it 2 coats of paint. And then once it's dry, I'm just going to hot glue it to the little wooden box. And I'm going to fill it with some potpourri that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to pick out, they've got like a flower and that like twig ball thing and some nice pieces, so I'm just going to empty it in a bag so I can get the pieces that I want to display. and then arrange them inside of the plunger. And this one was really simple, but turned out really nice. So for this DIY, I'm just going to stain this palette with the Waverly Antique Wax, and then I'm showing you this blue paint, but I changed my mind and I ended up painting it with the black acrylic paint, as you can see here. And I got this little mirror from Michael's, and I'm just going to hot glue a piece of the nautical rope on the bottom to get the mirror to stick, because it's like a bowl shape, so gives it a little bit of height, makes the mirror stick. And here I'm just taking some sandwich picks. I was going to call them cocktail sticks because that's what we call them in Scotland. But yeah, sandwich picks. I'm just cutting them in half. I think I used roughly around 100. I'm just using some of the Dollar Tree Fix-All and putting it at the edge of the mirror to glue the sandwich picks into place. And yeah, so I just put that all the way around, just keep putting the sandwich picks around. It's so weird calling them that. Once I had like a few on, I would go over the bit around the mirror with some hot glue just to keep them in place because they were moving around. And then I just glue some nautical rope around the edge of the mirror to cover up the glue from before and the edges of the mirror. And then I just hot glue the plunger to the pallet. And then here I'm just touching up black paint, and then I just peel off the painter's tape. And I just love how this turned out. I think this is my favourite DIY of the video. Let me know what your favourite DIY is. So again, using the black acrylic paint, I give it 2 coats all over the entire plunger, and then I'm just going to hot glue these little cubes on. And for the next row, I hot glued the blocks over the one over each gap. And I continued to do this for 4 rows, and then I put some extra hot glue on the inside because the blocks are not the same size, so there was some spaces and I just hot glued the inside to make it stronger. And then I stained it with the Waverly Antique Wax, and then I filled it with some of the black pebbles from Dollar Tree and a succulent that I got from Walmart. And I don't know about this one, looks like a dog bowl, but my boyfriend said it looked like a mini fire pit, so let me know what you guys think. I'm just going to use some of the Dollar Tree super glue wood glue to glue these 2 pallets together. And then I just use this line as a guide too, so it will be exactly in the middle. And once that's dry, I stain the pallets with the Waverly Antique Wax, and then I give the plunger 2 coats of the black acrylic paint. And then I just hot glue the plunger in place. I'm just going to fill it up with some moss stones and succulents from Dollar Tree, and the dangly one I think was from Walmart. And I just attached some twine to the back pallet so that I can hang it on the wall. Okay, maybe this one's my favourite. I can't decide between this one and the mirror. I hope you enjoyed these DIYs, thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.